Hey there. Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving deep into the creepy and chilling tale of the most evil kid in history. Get ready to be hooked from start to finish as we uncover the shocking truth about this infamous figure. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed. Let's get started. Most evil kids in history. A phrase that sends chills down the spine. But what if I told you about Gerald Milton, a 12-year-old boy involved in a wicked crime in Omaha, Nebraska? Let's dive into the disturbing story that unfolded in this city. Gerald Milton, along with two other teenagers, lured innocent victims to a park under false pretenses. What happened next was unthinkable. They opened fire, killing one person and injuring another. Older gang members had an influence on these young minds, leading them down a dark path of criminal activities in Omaha. It's shocking to see how children can be manipulated into such horrendous acts. The Nebraska law prevented individuals under 14, like Milton, from being charged in adult court. This leniency allowed Milton to be charged as a juvenile, despite the severity of his crime. Gangs using children to carry out their criminal activities is a disturbing trend that continues to plague our society. It's unsettling to think about the impact this has on the lives of these young individuals. Shavius Primes Willis, one of the teens involved in the crime, was sentenced to 30 to 50 years in prison for second-degree murder. This serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of such actions. Despite attempts at rehabilitation, Milton continued to engage in criminal activities, raising concerns about potential charges as an adult. The cycle of violence and crime seems to have a hold on him. The names mentioned in this harrowing tale, Melinda Lovelace, Lori Tackett, Tony Lawrence, Hope Rippey, and Jackie V's daughter Shanda, serve as a somber reminder of the lives affected by these tragic events. In a world where innocence should be protected, stories like Gerald Milton's remind us of the darker side of humanity. Let's reflect on the consequences of our actions and strive to create a safer, more compassionate society for all.
The real concern is that they may be doing that in order to have those younger persons actually do the dirty work of the older people. Knowing that the consequences for the younger children are going to be less significant, for example, juvenile court.
Second most evil kid in the history of mankind. Did you know that Edmund Kemper has been denied parole multiple times, with his next eligibility set for 2024? That's right, despite attempts to be released back into society, authorities have consistently deemed him too dangerous to be let out. His dangerous crimes, including the murders of several young women and his own family members, have shocked the world and left a dark mark on history. The question remains, should someone like Kemper ever be considered for release, given the severity of his actions? On the other hand, there is a discussion raging about whether Amarjeet Sada, the youngest serial killer in history, deserves the top spot among child killers. Sada's chilling acts at such a young age have left many questioning how such evil can exist in the world. The comparison between Kemper and Sada sparks debates about the nature of evil, the possibility of rehabilitation, and the justice system's role in handling such dangerous crimes. It's a complex and unsettling topic that forces us to confront the darkest aspects of human nature. Third most evil kid in the history of mankind. Did you know that Jesse Pomeroy, a notorious criminal, confessed to multiple young children and was sentenced to reform school? This shocking revelation sheds light on a dark chapter in history that we must not forget. Jesse Pomeroy's reign of terror began when he admitted to the assaults and was identified by the children he attacked. The community was horrified by the gruesome details that emerged during the investigation, painting a chilling portrait of a disturbed individual. Despite his young age, Jesse Pomeroy was convicted and sentenced to 6 years in reform school. However, his actions continued to haunt the community, leaving a lasting impact on all those involved. It was not until he was later paroled at the age of 15 that the full extent of his crimes came to light. The story of Jesse Pomeroy serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and the need to protect the most vulnerable members of society. It also highlights the complexities of the criminal justice system and the challenges of dealing with offenders who exhibit violent tendencies at a young age. As we reflect on the disturbing tale of Jesse Pomeroy, let us work together to prevent such tragedies from happening again. By staying informed and remaining vigilant, we can create a safer and more secure future for all. Fourth most evil kid in the history of mankind, Amarjeet, a name that strikes fear in the hearts of many. But how did a child commit such terrible acts of evil? In this part, we'll investigate the troubling acts of Amarjeet, a boy who started by burying his baby cousin, then escalated to killing his 8-month-old sister. Despite suspicions and advice, his parents failed to involve the police or take action. Let's uncover the chilling details of this tragic tale. It all began innocently enough when Amarjeet decided to play a game with his baby cousin. Little did anyone know that it would end in tragedy. As time passed, Amarjeet's actions grew more sinister. He started showing signs of aggression towards his own family members, particularly his 8-month-old sister. Despite warnings and concerns raised by his relatives and neighbors, Amarjeet's parents chose to turn a blind eye to his behavior, believing it was just a phase that he would outgrow. The situation took a turn for the worse when Amarjeet's sister was found lifeless in her crib, with Amarjeet standing over her with a chilling look in his eyes. Shocked and devastated, the family struggled to come to terms with the unthinkable reality of what had transpired under their own roof. The aftermath of Amarjeet's actions left a scar on the family that would never fully heal, prompting questions about what could have been done differently to prevent such a tragedy. As we reflect on the tragic story of Amarjeet, let us not forget the importance of taking action when faced with concerning behavior in our loved ones. By speaking up and seeking help, we can potentially prevent future tragedies from occurring. Fifth most evil kid in the history of mankind. Let's go in our last story about the Mary Flora Bell. An 11-year-old girl committed a crime that shook the world. The murder of 3-year-old Brian House sent shockwaves through her community. How could a child be capable of such a heinous act? 2 days before Brian's funeral, Mary and her friend paid a visit to his mother, asking to see him in his coffin. A chilling foreshadowing of the horrors to come. Brian's body was discovered between 2 large concrete blocks, with multiple injuries indicating strangulation and mutilation. The brutality of the crime pointed towards a child as the perpetrator. The murder method, as well as the weak attempt to conceal the body, suggested that only a child could be responsible for such a horrific act. The evidence led to the conclusion that Mary was the killer. The tragic story of Mary Flora Bell and Brian House serves as a stark reminder of the darkness that can reside within even the youngest individuals. It is a reminder that we must pay attention to the signs of trouble and seek to understand the root causes of such unimaginable acts. Let this be a call to action for us all to be vigilant and proactive in safeguarding the innocence of our children. It's essential to remember the complexity of human behavior and the influence of various factors on individuals' actions. However, examining notorious cases such as Mary Bell, Edmund Kemper, Mary Flora, and Gerald Milton sheds light on the darkest aspects of human nature, highlighting the importance of early intervention, mental health support, and social structures in preventing such tragedies. These cases serve as chilling reminders of the potential for extreme cruelty even within the youngest members of society, emphasizing the need for empathy, understanding, and proactive measures to safeguard against such atrocities in the future. Which kid do you think was the most evil kid in history? Let's know in the comments section. Join us next time as we talk about crimes that nobody solved. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos. And keep watching for more cool stuff coming soon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.